I know everybody's going to agree when I say this, but our society is totally stupid. Stupid to reality, stupid to the facts. Our society has been divided over trivial issues, and unfortunately, it remains on my page of YouTube every day when I make these videos. So, as always, I give you an honest opinion about an issue as an independent mind. I don't follow anybody but myself. I don't have to listen to anyone's opinion other than my own. Everybody has a voice out there, and whether you agree with it or not, I'm here and I appreciate you watching. So as I begin, I want to just go ahead and say, well, for President Obama, he done so much in his 18 to 19 months as president. He passed healthcare reform. He passed the stimulus. He passed equal rights for women. He has also passed financial reform. But for all these achievements, every time there's an achievement, there's a distraction. And this distraction involves the same third rail that he's been trying to avoid ever since he declared he wanted to run for president. This issue has been running ever since the 2007 2008 election, and it's been like this ongoing thing that's been bubble up to the surface. And it finally reached critical mass when Andrew Breitbart of BigIdiot.com had made edited video of a USDA person from Georgia named Shirley Sherrod. The conservative media has finally did it. Fox News, Andrew Breitbart, The Drudge Report, and many other outlets that feed into the conservative misinformation, which leads to Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, and other outlets. It finally reached the surface. Ever since 2008, President Obama, when he was then Senator Obama, was being subject to criticism about his race, his faith, and about his policies. Conservatives continue to believe that this man is a socialist or a racist or a communist or a person who wants to get revenge on white people because he had a better life than some white people. And then, of course, they want to judge black people for voting on him as racist because a majority of blacks voted for Barack Obama for president, ignoring the fact that they voted for Bill Clinton, they voted for Jimmy Carter, they voted for John F. Kennedy, and many other people who were involved in trying to succeed at the life of black people. And then, of course, they want to steal the fame of Martin Luther King as their own. I get real fed up with conservatives nowadays because they like to use this little strategy called, well, this is what I think strategy. It's like, I don't really care what you think. You have an opinion. I have an opinion. I don't agree with your opinion. That doesn't mean I'm a liberal. It doesn't mean I'm a conservative. It means that I take the right approach when I address an issue. To think that President Obama is a socialist is ridiculous. To think that he's a racist when he was raised by his white side of his family is totally ridiculous. And to think that many men and women out there who think that this man is trying to ruin their lives when they listen to talk radio or watch Fox News and then they get this conclusion about things that are being said and then they take it for advice, they're totally off the rails. Conservative misinformation has been going on ever since President Obama had been in office. From the officer and professor controversy, which is the beer summit, to the fact of the new Black Panther Party, which is a black supremacist group that I do not have no affiliation with, being dropped in this little voter intimidation issue. Then this Shirley Sherrod issue, Acorn. All this has something to do with Andrew Breitbart, Matt Drudge. These two clowns on the right have stirred up a hornet's nest of anger. And now it seems like President Obama has to do another perfect union in order to express the things that are said at the dining room table, at the barber shop, at the local office where your friends are. It's like you can't even talk about President Obama in the job because you never know. Someone might be so upset with that, they may lash out at you. It used to be easy to talk about issues, but now if you fear for your job when you talk about things, you fear for your life when you talk about things, you have a bumper sticker, whether you're a Tea Party person or you're an Obama supporter, you fear that you might get repercussions from it. I mean, our freedom of speech is being used, but it's being used in a negative way. The NAACP had condemned elements of the Tea Party because they allow some of the most racist people attend some of their rallies. The Tea Party has been dismissing it and thinking that the NAACP, one of the world's oldest civil rights organizations, as racist. Tea Party Express guy Mark Williams, he was dropped after he made an offensive comment. And of course, the Tea Party movement should be looking into Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann for trying to suck her tentacles into the Tea Party movement, because she is an establishment Republican who wants to start a Tea Party caucus. This idea started from Ron Paul, the congressman from Texas, not the congresswoman from Minnesota. Glenn Beck, Michelle Bachmann, and Sarah Palin, the former governor of Alaska, are the Tea Party leaders. It seems like every time I explain this to people, I'm giving them an opinion. Shirley Sherrod was fired because of Andrew Breitbart. Van Jones was fired because of Glenn Beck. The new Black Panther Party the case was dismissed, but yet it was dismissed because of the Bush-appointed Justice Department and, of course, the Bush-appointed Civil Rights Commission, who looked into it and found that there was not enough information to find the new Black Panther Party or the man who was carrying the baton. And yes, this guy was seen on the National Geographic Channel cursing out white men and white women. He's an idiot. I don't harbor no hatred towards white, black, Arab American, Native American, Asian American, Hispanic, Latino, gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgendered, or disabled, or even military veteran. I harbor no hatred towards anyone. But however, for every conservative that comes around here pushing my buttons, you know what? This is what I do. I ignore you. You only get one time to say your piece. If you can't prove me wrong, what's the point of dealing with you? You're just wasting your time. Independent minds overcome sheep. And it seems like they follow Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, Fox News to the cliff. Fox News' credibility, Andrew Breitbart's credibility, Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, all their credibility is bunk. If you believe them, that's your opinion. That's your choice. But I don't believe anything these cats say because they're getting paid to say whatever they want. They don't care about you. They only care about the paychecks they receive from the books, the television, the radio spots, even the advertising for their promotionals. Whatever you want from me is just simple in mathematics. It's just like 2 + 2 = 4. Conservatives and liberals need to work their issues out and stop trying to berate one another and try to say that one party's the problem. You're the problem. I'm not the problem. You look at people in a negative light, and that shows you how you are. Attacking on your fellow American, labeling us communist, socialist, fascist, racist. It's ridiculous. We need to sit down and think what we say. If we can't sit down and think what we say, we're not going to accomplish anything. President Obama doesn't even worry about what goes on with conservative media, although he did jump when conservatives said how high. Now, I wish he would just ignore them, but unfortunately, if he attacks them, he gives them more attention. So it's a lose-lose situation. This is dedicated to user Nutblast, by the way. And I want y'all to understand that when I do these videos, I'm doing it randomly now. I'm not going to continue to post videos every day about a certain issue. But to bring out the issues that affect me as an African American, now, instead of saying African American, as an American, I want to be clear when I explain this. So, as what President Obama says, let me be clear. This is a country of 310 million people. We have to work together to solve these problems with the economy, the 2 wars, the unemployment, as well as trying to get people to love one another. I love my fellow brother, my fellow sister. I love all of you. But if you don't love me, that's fine. That's not going to stop me from doing what I do. But to all my subscribers, the many friends, and the people who support my videos, it's always good that you're watching because you know that I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. And for every conservative, libertarian, independent mind, Republican, Democrat, conservative-leaning, liberal-leaning, progressive, I don't care what you got to say. It's just a matter of your opinion. If you don't like it, find someone else. So as I end this, I wish Shirley Sherrod well, I wish her the best. But for everybody from Andrew Breitbart to Matt Drudge to the Rush Limbaughs and Sean Hannity's and Fox News crowd, go to hell.